What I'm about to show you guys are the labs of a 31-year-old female struggling with gut issues, severe bloating, scary lab work from her general practitioner, hormone disruption, insulin resistance, and PCOS, and the only recommendation that the doctors had for her was birth control. Now check out what we found out on her x-rays and her labs. Now you guys can see all of these black splotches all throughout the digestive system. That is all gas, air, and inflammation. You can also see that she had her gallbladder removed, which also affects her digestion. This is almost always indicative of some kind of bacterial overgrowth, yeast, candida, parasites, or inflammation. So here's a stool test, and you can see she had some really bad digestion and 2 inflammatory markers that were very elevated. She also had parasites. So I love to run this stool test because it checks for a large amount of parasites. And as you guys can see here, she did test positive for an uncommon parasite. And that parasite was actually causing significant levels of inflammation in her gut and stripping her of some of her nutrients. And on her Dutch hormone test, you guys can see how high her stress was throughout the day. Where she's supposed to be is within this gray area, and you can see that every part of the day she was stressed out. She's just in fight or flight mode every second of the day. Next, we did a mold test on her, and she did test positive for 2 very toxic types of mold. And then we did a food allergy test to see, is there anything that she's eating that her body is unhappy with at this point? And as you guys can see, she had some common things like eggs, beans, she had both types of milk in there, she had tomato and yeast, everything that she was eating on a regular basis. So what we're gonna do with her now that we know her food allergies, we know that she's got parasites, we know that she's got really high cortisol, we're gonna give her some supplements and herbs and some lifestyle changes to help lower that cortisol, to kick out the parasites and get out those inflammatory foods.